Alrighty, here I am. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the stream here. So, I certainly hope you guys are doing pretty good today. It is Thursday. Your eyes are not deceiving you. We are playing MechWarrior 5 today. I did mention on Tuesday that I wasn't sure on what we were going to be doing today. And some other things have come up. I actually thankfully have a job interview tomorrow. Unfortunately, it would be right in the middle of our stream. So what I've decided to do is I've canceled tomorrow's stream, so there will be no stream on Friday. However, I decided to move our MechWarrior 5 stream back to today because I really didn't know what I was going to do today, and I figured something. And this actually kind of came up this morning. Actually, I got up, I was about to take a shower, and I got an email that says, "Hey, can you do a phone interview tomorrow morning, which will be Friday." So I kind of had to scramble to figure out what I was going to do with MechWarrior this week, and so it kind of fit together that this, on Tuesday we just go ahead and play MechWarrior, and I'm okay with that. So this week it will just be 2 streams, unfortunately. Next week we'll hopefully be back to our 3 normally. Still don't know what we're doing Thursday, but it gives me another week to think about it and see what games that might be kind of fun to stream as well. But today you get MechWarrior a day early, so I don't think anybody will complain too much about that. So I've already got the game pulled up and everything here. I've already got the game. Go ahead and unmute the game now. There we go. Go ahead and just let it load into here. There we go. Let me turn up the audio just a tiny bit. And I'll probably regret that here in a moment, but that's okay. So let's see what we got going on in here. There's our Annihilator. That is that our Grasshopper? Or that's our Victor. There's the Atlas. And then there is my Thunderbolt. Pretty cool. Alright, so right now we're just having to take contracts to expand our reputation, so we can unlock the next story quest. So I've got no transmissions available or anything like that. So what I think we're going to do, we're going to kind of wait through this stuff here. We've got plenty of money, so I'm not too concerned about what we have. I mean, we have our 4 assault mechs, which is pretty cool. I mean, let's be honest here. It's pretty cool. And so I think what we're going to do is, there's a hero, we already saw that one, that was like a commando or something like that. There's some high reward quest over here. And I'm wondering if maybe, let's see, I'm trying to click through. There's a level 12. Hold on. That's a level 11. That is a level 12. It's a bit of a distance, though. This one's a level 12 right here. This one's a 13. So I think we're going to head down this way. There's a high rewards quest here. I'm kind of curious to see what that might be. So let's go ahead and travel to there. So a couple of things I did want to change for today is I do want to try to jump into the Annihilator and try that out. I don't know how well that's going to go. We're going to give it a try, though. Probably not in a story mission. I'll probably do it on this first mission here just to kind of see what it's like, to see if maybe I can handle it. If not, I can always switch back to the Atlas. I'm kind of curious about what this might be. Monitoring secret meetings between the Grey Houses of Steiner and Davion. While we're unsure of the full nature of these meetings, we can outline any. So this is where we're actually playing as House Kurita, which is not a big fan of ours, against Steiner and Davion. I'm not a huge fan of that because I kind of like both Steiner and Davion. Not a big fan of House Kurita, though. Let's be honest here. But we do get a dragon, but at the same time, we really don't need a dragon at this point because we have everything we probably want in 3 mechs. So I'm actually kind of looking down here to see if maybe there's a little bit harder cluster. Maybe not. So maybe this is where we need to start doing some missions at, which is fine if we need to. But I don't know. It might be kind of fun to. There's also another high... You know what? Let's go over here. Worst comes to worst, we can always reset and go back to that planet and do that one if we want to. But I'm kind of curious what these high reward quests are. Not that we really need the mechs, though. I mean, more like kind of the rare weapons we're kind of looking for right now. That Tier 5 AC-20 was amazing last time we got that. So, and that's on that Atlas. Rise of the Black Dragon. Yeah, I've heard of them. I'm trying to read through here. If you heard of the Black Dragon Society, they're a hardline traditionalist group that first formed in the 25th century who attempted to enforce Kurita, I think it's the leader, if I'm not mistaken. A national learning program that stretches the cultures and traditions of Japanese heritage above all other things. House Kurita is actually like of Asian descent, so it's a mix of both Japanese and Chinese cultures, kind of. It's a very I know this Kurita was more the Japanese, a little more Western. I'm thinking Liao is more like the Chinese, the Mongolian, things like that. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong about that. But yeah, I'll draw these guys out. That seems like kind of a fun thing to do. So Rise of the Black One, yeah, so it targets the Black Dragons. We're going to be working with House Kurita. They don't really like us from when we were attacking them with Davion forces. But we still can get some salvage out of this, and I'm okay with that. Still only getting 360 tons of drop force. Do we just drop it down to a Thunderbolt, maybe? Oh, we're still 5 tons over. Because we can bring the Orion, or do we... So we can bring the Victor, and if we bring the Orion, then we're only 5 tons under. I'm okay with that. Let's see here. I think we'll keep it like that. But we will switch out the Atlas and the Annihilator, because I do want to try this out. But I want to get a Battle Mechs and actually look at the Annihilator's weapons group. So it looks like we have the 2 AC-10 burst fires, the LBX 10s on 2 for me. I'm going to switch these around. I do want to have the lasers on 1, because I probably will hit those the most. Same with the small laser. I think those 3 can fire at once. LBX, the big shotguns on 2, and then the burst fires on 3. I think that'll work a little bit better. I guess worst comes to worst, what we could do is activate chain fire. Chain fire, if you've read this at all, instead of firing all at once, they'll fire them in sequence. So they'll fire one, so they'll fire this one, and then this one, and then this one. You just gotta hold down the trigger. It helps with heat management, and it's not too bad. Although in this one we do have some pretty okay heat capacity in here, so it's not like it's the worst thing in the world, but it's something you got to think about when doing things like this. Look at equipment to see. It doesn't look like they have any. I'm just kind of curious. I have a figure. I would figure that we probably have to go to a planet like this to find LBX weapons. I could be wrong about that, but you know. All right, I think we're ready to go here. If you remember from last time, we did get some better pilots, which I think are making quite a bit of difference in the fighting here. They do a lot more damage, I think. If I don't say they do a lot more damage, I think they take a lot less damage too from incoming fire. So it's been kind of nice. These seem like we were kind of breezing through some of the missions. So I think that might have been part of our problem. If you remember, is it last stream or 2 streams ago, we had the issue where we spent about half the stream on one mission. I think that might have been because of our pilots. We just didn't have great pilots. I think the mechs were okay. I mean, we had the tonnage limit. We were bringing what, 3 assault mechs and a really heavy medium, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but I think that might have been what was holding us back, because the pilots we had were actually from the beginning of the game. They were from like some of the first pilots you can hire. Was them, and they only were maxing out at like 28, where the max you probably can get is 60, which I believe this guy's wanted. He's a 50, so that's, you know, in his skill was already above what their max was. Same with this pilot, so, you know, it's a little bit odd not to have them in there. I still have them as backup pilots, just in case one of these guys gets hurt, but I think it might be the case where we keep these guys. This is going to be our main 4, and probably our main 4 battle mechs when we get a full lance that we can drop 400 tons. Probably the Annihilator, the Atlas, the King Crab, and one yet to be named. I don't know quite what that'll be yet. Probably it could be another Atlas. It could be like another Annihilator, because I really do like those. I'll just see what we can get. It's kind of one of those things where I'm not 100% sure what's out there we could buy, so it's not too awful bad. We're all missing this mission. I don't even remember. Oh, this was just to draw all these guys out. I don't know what kind of mission this will be, but we'll see how this goes.
need to protect the Duke's estate and his people from a potential Black Dragon attack. Head up to the rendezvous point and stay frosty. I've heard stories about the Black Dragons. If they're even half true, you should expect a challenge.
Now I can see why this thing is the slowest mech we have. It maxes out at 32 kilometers an hour, which is slow. Even the Atlas, I think the Atlas goes, what, 46 or 47? So I kind of get why, this thing's always behind.
Signals confirmed. You must be the mercenaries we hired. You don't look like much, don't mind my saying, but, hey, as long as you can fight, that's all I care about. Welcome.
Looks like we found the place, Commander. Now fan out and take defensive positions. Prepare for incoming hostiles.
Yeah, those are going to drop right here.
The outer perimeter. Make sure they
That's not
regret
bad.
that decision, Commander.
My problem is getting to these people is going to be a bit of a pain. That's what I'm kind of worried about. But that's alright. If we can just take them out one at a time. Hopefully they don't destroy the base too awful bad while we're walking around. Hey buddy, right here. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably not great on heat, but you know, yeah, that Shadowhawk's already destroyed, which is a miracle in and of itself. It didn't take that long to take that thing out. Things run a little warm, but okay. So yeah, I might want to chain fire those lasers. That might help the heat a little bit on this thing. All the thing's about dead anyways, so it's not like it's hurting too bad. Yeah, there it goes. Where is the next one at? There's like a tank or something like that over here. Now, unfortunately, I don't think, and I could be wrong about this, but I don't think you actually can take out or upgrade the engines in this thing. I know in previous games you could, and that helped quite a bit. They would allow you to upgrade engines. They wouldn't take up slots or anything like that, but they would take up tonnage. And that can be kind of a bit of a pain sometimes because, you know, if you're trying to add more heat or whatever, but it does add a little more speed to your mech. So that might maybe something that would be kind of nice to add in to see so we can actually upgrade the speed of our mechs a little bit. I mean, fair enough. It's an assault mech. We're not supposed to, these things aren't supposed to be the speediest things in the world. But 30 kilometers an hour is still not great. I don't see it behind us. Actually, looks like they're dropping right on top of us. Alright, well that's, could be worse.
We're on your target, Commander.
Trying to damage all these guys so they'll concentrate on us rather than the base itself.
New target acquired.
Helicopter above us. Let's take him out. So far, besides the speed of this thing, it's actually kind of fun. The LBXs do quite a bit of damage on they're both behind us. That works. Now, I've heard some, well, my dad was talking about, because he's a big Battletech fan too. Actually, I think the first Battletech game I actually played, he taught me how to play it, which would be MechWarrior 3, I believe. He said one of the best mechs he's ever created was an Annihilator. I think he said he put 4 or 5 medium pulse lasers, and then an LRM-20. So I mean, it's pretty a pretty heavy setup there, which I thought was kind of interesting. Which I could do something like that. I mean, technically I could, like, pretty easily probably could do something like that. The problem is I would be missing so many ballistic weapons, and like that seems like to me something that I would want. People. That one's still not going down. Alright, well let's back it up this way. This is kind of a mech you gotta kind of plan where you're going to move. You can't really change it up on the fly, because I mean you're just taking that much longer to get going again.
Target acquired.
Affirmative. Commander's target is now priority.
Walk over here. I'll take care of these tanks really quick while they're like they're kind of either stuck behind a ridge, or they're just still trying to get to them. I really don't know. There they are. Looks like they're moving around a little bit. No big deal. So looks like they'll come around this way, and we should be able to take them out this way. There's that spider.
Priority target received.
Well, I missed everything on that AC-10 shot. That was not ideal. Where is that other tank? Looks like, no, there he is.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Yeah, I think if anything, I might want to chain fire those lasers. That might be the best way to do this.
Target acquired.
Not 100% sure though.
Target destroyed.
We might have missed one more tank, but the problem is it's on the other side of this city here, so it's not ideal. But hey, we're almost 30, or we're over halfway, so that's pretty good. I mean, fair enough. This mission is going to take a little bit longer just because of the speed of this mech, which is not ideal. I might go try to see if there's a way to upgrade the engine at all. If there is, I might, you know, very seriously look into it, because number one, I think that might be what's slowing the rest of our missions down, is just this thing just needing to walk around.
Check your goddamn fire!
And walk to their buildings. It's not ideal, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, here's the thing though, if my guys smash through a building and I get blamed for it, I mean, fair enough, but it still kind of sucks. I have some controls over them, but not that much control.
Bad news,
There we go.
Commander. More hostiles inbound on your position. Get ready for some company.
Ooh. Hold on, there's a stalker here.
Coordinate fire on the commander's target.
That seems kind of fun.
We've lost our office tower.
Let me go out here and meet him. Why not? Try to pull him away from the city a little bit. So I do kind of want to wait on the rest of them. But yeah, there is what I want to take on first. But
New target.
what else we got in here? We got a quick draw and a thunderbolt.
Our goods! Commander, we need to preserve those
that's not good. Right in the middle of a fight like this.
Satellite array has been destroyed.
Critical. Target destroyed.
There's one gone. Where's that quick draw at? There he is.
Enemy mech eliminated.
New target acquired. Heat critical.
It does not like when I fire all those lasers. How's he still alive? There he goes. Alright, we need to clean up the rest of this stuff here.
Target down.
But as you can see, this thing is, if it's a little bit faster, it'd be an amazing mech, just because I took on two pretty heavy mechs with this thing and didn't have too much of an issue. Besides the overheating, which, fair enough, with a better pilot, you might be able to get it a little bit, you know. And I think chain firing those weapons, I think, will make it a little bit easier. But, you know, just gotta be a little more careful with it, that's all. This missile platform on the right here. He's gone. Missile platform also gone. Where's the third one at? There's another one. I think there was one more at least. I don't see him. There he is. I think he's actually stuck over there. Is there one more? That was kind of stink if there was one more. So I have no idea where that last one.
Dumbass, aren't you? Aim toward the enemy. Why don't you?
Additional
I mean, we can
Borg
leave
set an
now and
intercept course on your
if you want.
position.
Ooh, okay, what do we got? Dragon, a Highlander. Ooh, haven't seen one of those. Haven't seen one of those yet.
They just demolished a residential tower.
Target acquired.
That's a grasshopper. Buddy, why don't you come over here? Start fighting something your own size.
Target acquired. Critical.
Wow, awesome shot.
That was a headshot. Killed that one.
Target acquired.
That is also one thing about the shotguns that are nice, is that they do, even if you don't exactly hit where you want to hit, if you get close, they it does tend to do quite a bit of damage.
Destroyed.
Another headshot. Although I have lost both arms, which is not ideal.
Target acquired.
Commander target received.
But essentially I lost two medium lasers in both the AC-10s, but that was
Enemy mech eliminated.
quick. Alright, there should just be two more things we need to clean up. There's a tank over there.
Unable, Commander.
Come on, people. one more tank we need to take out. Should be good for this mission. You know, I was actually doing pretty good until that last fight, and then the Highlander really kind of started tearing it up a little bit. That's okay. I kind of expect the arms to kind of get blown off quite a bit on this mech. It's kind of like this. Kind of like the Stalker that the Stalker itself kind of, you know, once it loses its pods, it's not great. Although in this one, it's still, you know, if you lose both arms, you're still got 2 medium lasers, a small laser, and 2 LBX-10s. It's not like it's hurting after it loses both arms, though. I might try to reconfigure it to see if we can maybe get some either faster speed out of it or maybe a little better heat out of it, heat sinking.
The Black
There we
Dragon
go.
forces have been depleted, and it sounds like the Duke is safe.
We kept it above 55%. I mean, there was no secondary missions, unfortunately, but, you know, above 55 is not too bad at all. Or above 50, to be honest with you, is not too bad at all. But yeah, I think that mech is a little slower than it really needs to be. I mean, it is more of a long range support, but you know, let's be honest here. I'd rather have a little bit faster mech than that. So maybe we can look at something to make it a little bit faster, but I don't know. Or if not, can we trade in for a different model that is a little bit faster? That'd be kind of nice too. We actually can get the Highlander because we can get the Dracon. Well, if we had the salvage points, we could. But we don't quite have that much. We have 12, but yeah, those headshots is what is really good. Is actually pretty good. We did get some improved relationships with the people here, so it's pretty neat itself. So if we need to take on more jobs for them, we can. Let's see. Ooh, there's some really good medium lasers down here. Let's go ahead and take those. No one was killed or injured or anything like that, so that's good. Although we probably do need to head... We'll probably have another... Yep, Rise of the Black Dragon Part 2. We'll go ahead and accept that. Where are we heading? So we're heading to there. Where is this? Probably there. It's 48 days. That's actually a lot closer, to be honest with you. I don't see any other ones. I mean, we can go down there, but we'll go up here. Maybe they'll have some interesting mechs or weapons for us to get as well. Who knows, really? But and that mission went pretty well. I mean, technically, it is a little bit easier mission than just a normal story mission. First time piloting the Annihilator, which is, once again, we found a few things that we could work on. So let's go over to Battle Mechs first. Let's actually head to the market first. They have a king crab for sale. Pretty interesting. No LBX weaponry, which is fine. I have a feeling you have to find like the rare weapons on sale kind of thing. We did lose something here. What did we lose? Peril. We lost a large laser, which stinks, but oh well. Put another one. We had a large pulse laser we can put there. We could. I don't think it's going to work there. All right, we'll put a large laser and then put another medium laser. One of the better ones we just found. There, we've hit repair all. We did lose a little bit of range with this large laser, but that's okay. We had it in stock, and that's what I kind of prefer more. The Atlas didn't lose anything, so we'll just hit repair on that one. Victor didn't lose anything, so we'll just hit repair on that one. The Annihilator lost a little bit. Not too awful much, though, so repair all. We lost 2 medium lasers, which we just picked up. Some nice ones as well, so we shouldn't lose those hardly at all. The AC-10 burst fires is something else that might be a little... We can replace it with 2 really good AC-10s. And yes, if you're wondering, I do have a 1 LBX-10, but if we can... it'd be a little odd to fire 3 of them and then have another trigger just for 1 gun. That's why I'm not putting it on the mech here, but the 2 AC-10s here, I think, are more than enough to replace that. Does about the same amount of damage. I mean, not quite as much, but they do, instead of doing the burst fire, it's just 1 single shot, which is, I think, a lot better. So, go ahead and start work on that. Go over here. Let's go to the star map, see if there is some rare mechs on sale here and here. Let's go ahead and travel to them to see what kind of mechs they have for sale. If there's something we might want, maybe another 100-ton mech, maybe 80-ton assault mech, like another Vector or something like that. We might take a look at those. Knowing our luck, it'll be like a hero urban mech or a rare urban mech, which for some reason they would have. Well, I'm not sure. Oh, it's another Atlas. I didn't expect that. What kind of Atlas do they have here? Just 4 medium lasers and LR. Okay, so it's the stock loadout. Here's the thing, though. Here's an Atlas here that I could probably take. It does need some work, and it's missing its AC-20 because it's got its head blown off. But it's almost $1.2 million cheaper. That's pretty funny. That's not where I wanted to be. I'm going to end up all the way over here. I have no idea. Alright, let's go to the console over here. And let's actually travel to over here to see what kind of mech they have for sale. We can also sell probably one of those LR20s if we wanted to, or let's offload a couple of things that we've gotten from scrap that we don't really necessarily need, maybe, but are still kind of nice. Oh, it's a catapult. That's nice. Oh, it's a K2 catapult. Not the good one, I'll be honest with you. It's got 2 PPCs on it, which is not good at all. This is the catapult I kind of prefer. So I put LRM-20s in mine. They have also another Atlas here, which honestly is in pretty good condition, all things considered. But since I really don't need another mech right now, I'm not really concerned about looking for it. But we'll also look at equipment to see if there's any things like LBXs or anything like that, but it doesn't look like there is. So let's head back over to the star map here. We do need to head down that way. I was really kind of hoping to see if there might be. Do we travel? You know what? First off, let's sell some of the inventory equipment we have. Like this, and we have a Gauss rifle. I forgot we had a backup one of those. Like these LRM-10s. Like that one, we really don't probably need. And probably don't need that one. And same with the LRM-5. Medium lasers, we have 4 of the world basic tier ones. Same with the tier 1 ones. Let's go ahead and just sell all those. That'll give us a little bit more money. AC-5 ammo, I don't believe we need any more of that. Machine gun ammo, we do use those every once in a while. The LRM-20s, I'll keep that one because that's a pretty good one so far. AC-5, I don't believe we use any more of those on any of our mechs. Let's get rid of that one. Gives us a little bit more money. It's not a bad thing to have here. So let's head over to this place here first. Then we can travel back to Maul, M-A-U-L-E. Once we get, see if there's any rare weapons over here. That's kind of what I'm looking for. If they have any hero mechs, we might take a look at them as well. Just see if maybe there is something we might want. Might be kind of interesting to see. Anything here? It doesn't look like there's anything special here. We can also look at pilots.
My combat skills are meant to impress, sir.
The highest name is a 48, so we're not really that impressed. Let's see, there's a rare mech over here, but other than that, not really much else. Oh well, that's okay. Go ahead and travel over here. It's $250,000 just to travel there, but that's okay. And we'll pay our bill, which is, right now, our bill is almost $500,000 for all the mechs we have in operation, plus all the pilots we do. We have 5 pilots, not including myself, in operations. So, it's a little expensive to keep all that going. But it is at least nice to have those options as well. So we have arrived here. What kind of contract? So there actually is quite a few, like, just normal missions out here as well. But since we're working with House Karita, we figured we can probably help them as well. We can get up to 12 salvage points, which I think we'll go ahead and do. Except there. We'll go on probably with the same group here. Ready. I forgot to do one thing while I was thinking about that. I want to actually change this weapon groups to a chain fire, and I'll show you how that works too. Pretty simple. I mean, it's really just, honestly, it's not like something they have to like go in there and work on. It's like a switch you would throw in a cockpit just to make sure. So yeah, not too awful bad here. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm actually kind of surprised we got these kind of these caliber of mechs this relatively early in the game. Or not really, I say early. We're getting towards the end of the game. If you watch the streams at all, we've gotten, you started out, these are like difficulty 80 missions. We were starting out like a difficulty 25 and 26. Difficulty 100 is the max, and that's when you can actually get 400-ton mechs or 400-ton dropping weight. So it's a little bit different than normal. So I would say we're getting close to it. I mean, the last story mission was, I think, a 380 we could drop. So now, if you guys are interested in this game, it's a very fun game to pick up. They're actually about to come out with a new DLC, which I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head. I know it's going to introduce, I think, 7 or 8 new mechs. One of them a couple we might actually look at, but there's one called the Corsair that I've never heard of before. There's actually quite a few I've never heard of before, but I've seen before. I just didn't know what their names were. But the Corsair is one I've never heard of, nor have I seen. So, and it's 100-ton. They call it a Franken mech, which is, I guess the story behind it is that it's a pirate mech originally. It's when they found it, but they take like the arms off one mech, the center torso, or the whole torso off one mech, the legs of another mech, and they kind of combine them together because they actually had, I guess, either raided those facilities that had built those parts and put together this mech they call the Corsair. And apparently it's a really neat mech, and it looks kind of funky because it's made up of all these different parts, but it still might be kind of fun to play around with. So who knows, we'll see how that goes. But look here, we actually do have a max 10 out of 10 on our armor deflection, 8 out of 10 on heat, which is not surprising, and then evasion we're at 9 out of 10. You know what we also didn't look at, and maybe this is just, I just didn't see it or what, but I didn't see any way of upgrading the speed of a mech. Let me try to Google it really quick to see if maybe there's something out there to try to do that, because as much as I love this Annihilator and how much I've piloted one, they're not. I mean, the speed's what's killing me here. MechWarrior 5. Can you upgrade the speed of a mech? That doesn't really help me here. It's just telling me how to increase and decrease the throttle. I don't know. Alright, well, we'll just head into the mission then. Let's head back. We are ready to go, I think, hopefully. It looks like it's almost ready to load, so I didn't see anything on there. It seems like a lot of them were just whatever mech you have is what kind of speed you get, which is kind of sucks, but oh well. We'll just live with it and figure out, cause I mean, honestly, if we could figure out the speed of this thing, it would be a lot nicer. Like, I would sacrifice probably the maybe a laser or two and maybe an ammo just to get a little bit faster speed out of these things. Especially if we can find 2 more LBXs and just have 3 ammos for all those, so we lose a bit of shots, but we haven't really been close on it, but for maybe a longer mission might be a little different. But having a little more speed might help as well.
The Black Dragon forces have been known to operate on this planet.
Right.
It shouldn't take long for them to pick up on your signal and come at you. You have full authorization to kill as many of them as you can.
So this looks like a Warzone contract, so it's not too awful bad. Essentially, what if you don't know what a Warzone contract is? If this is your first time watching the stream, I do appreciate that. But if you don't know what this is the universe of BattleTech. It's a I've heard the best way to describe this game is Game of Thrones in space with giant fighting robots. That in this one, you're actually piloting these things called battle mechs. These things are multi-ton robots that you actually sit in and pilot. They have big lasers and guns and missiles that you fire at each other, and it's pretty much the entire kind of idea of BattleTech. But there is like quite a, when I say it's like Game of Thrones in space, it's got, you know, there's 5 great houses that fight each other, and those great houses are very similar to the houses of Westeros, which is interesting. You know, it's you know, quite a bit, you know. So you kind of get the idea of it, hopefully, just from that brief synopsis, if you're curious. I don't remember where I was going with that idea. I really don't. Dang it. That one. I gotta. It's like I hit him. I don't think I killed him. That's the problem. There we go. But a Warzone contract, if that's what I remember, a Warzone contract essentially is, it's like a defend the base, but we don't actually have to worry about the base itself. We just have to go and attack. They'll bring a bunch of mechs at us, and we just gotta kill them. Or mechs, armor, tanks. No infantry yet. That's coming actually in the update. So that would be kind of interesting to see some infantry running around. They said it probably wouldn't do too much in the department of damage, but who knows? I'll walk down this way to try to fuck. There's one.
Mech destroyed.
That's the problem with these light mechs, is that they will run around you quite a bit. There is no way you can, I mean, especially these heavier mechs, there's no way we can really keep up with them. But if we get cornered, that usually will help. Might be one over here. Maybe it's just outside the wall there. Hey guys, if this is your first time hearing about BattleTech, while interesting, just, you know, if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and put them in chat there. I don't mind trying to answer them as best as I can. I'm not the, you know, I don't know every little detail about BattleTech there is, but I do know quite a bit just by playing through the games. In games like this, so MechWarrior itself, this is game number 5, and so essentially I started playing on 3. Play 3, 4, and 5, and then MechWarrior Online. And that's also, so if you want to get into BattleTech, MechWarrior Online is a free game to play, and that'd be a pretty good introduction if you're just kind of curious on what this is all about.
Target
Here,
acquired.
let's go ahead and kill the Hunchback real quick. So yeah, that's a good way to introduce it, but the story of it's a little, you know, they don't explain it in the MechWarrior Online. It's more of a, I don't know how to explain MechWarrior Online. It's like a battle, almost like a battle royale, but it's, you know, it's usually like, you know, 15 on 15 fights, and that's all. It's kind of like World of Tanks, if you ever played that game, or World of Warships, but it is very similar to that. But it's still, you get to pilot these big mechs like this, and you get to fight other people in it. So it's still a rather fun thing to do. That's what was hitting me so hard. Big helicopters is what they were. Alright, that should be the first wave gone. Maybe. So there's like one more walking around here somewhere. There he is. drop on the other side of the city. And with this mech, it'll take about 20 minutes.
Target acquired.
Add one more to my kill count.
Also, there's a helicopter coming in here.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
And he's gone.
On the
Alright,
commander
let's
target.
take out the cicada first. Actually, the other cicada is a little more heavily armed, but I'm gonna prefer to take out the one closest to us first. You see here, I'm just holding down that fire button, and as they come up, I'm just, you know, I can just sit there and just keep pinging them. I wish it was a little bit faster, but that's okay. Seems to work out okay so far. Alright, I think we killed those two, so that's the last mech we gotta kill next. That's already hurt something. We wait here for it. It seems like, wow, that was quick.
You must have really kicked over the beehive here, Commander. More hostiles inbound.
Drop right on top of us. Even better.
Target acquired.
Alright, rifleman needs to get out first. He's down. That was quick.
Heat critical.
Wow. That was the first time we've heard that this mission.
System offline.
Dragon's down, but we have shut down.
Incoming missile.
Alright, well,
Target down.
there's that down. Alright, so this... he's already down. That was pretty quick on how fast those guys went down.
Target acquired.
Focusing on issue target.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. If this thing doesn't overheat, this thing can be a monster. As long as it can get to a fight, you know. All right, let's back up this a little bit and make sure that. Oh, it caught the bushes on fire. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's pretty funny. I don't know, if a nuclear reactor went critical like that, you would think that it would cause more than just burns. I think it would just be flat. But maybe that's just me. If you guys are curious why, you know, they'll say the reactor is going critical. These things are actually technically nuclear powered. They use fusion reaction, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how they kind of say that. They're fusion reacted. I got it first. Yeah, it's coming first. Yeah, they technically have fusion reactors that power the thing, so it's pretty interesting. Apparently, they only have to be technically refueled like once every 10 or 20 years. So it's actually, you know, fuel cost is not too bad, but they get damaged a lot. So they probably need to get fueled more often than you think. But still, it's a neat idea, neat concept. Alright, there's one gone.
Let's get that thing.
Incoming missile. System offline.
Wow. Alright, that didn't help.
Target acquired. Heat critical.
It doesn't like me right now.
Target destroyed.
Kill for me.
Acquired.
Dragon Knight is down now, so one more tank to deal with.
Copy.
There's a
Engage
couple
command
actually.
target.
I'm gonna walk around the outside of this building here, see if maybe I can catch them on this side. That'll give us, I think, 25 out of 31, so we should be able to make it through this mission, or we should be able to, or it should be able to be one more wave of enemies.
Yeah!
That, if they do alternate like they should, it should, the last group should pop up over here somewhere. Right, both of them are over here. There's one gone. And missed that one. Not ideal.
Additional bogies setting an intercept course on your position.
Ooh, look at that. I was right. I wish we could knock out their ship. That'd be kind of neat. Just to see. Ooh, boy. They dropped more than I expected. Ooh, a Cyclops. Need to back up just a tiny bit. Be a good fight here. Ooh, and an Orion. That might pretty hard to defeat. All right, Orion next here. All right, there's two gone. Another one gone. This guy right here. I'll take him out next.
Commander target is now priority.
Now, let's be honest here. You land with a Cyclops and an Orion, and it took them that, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. Those are two good mechs, and then all of a sudden, you know, within a minute, you guys both mechs are down. That's got to be saying some stuff. That is some pretty hefty firepower there.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Destroyed.
Same with that one. I mean, that one, Cicada, a real light mech like that. Should be able to tear through that, no problem. But I think after this, after we kill this last tank, I think we need to leave because we are getting a little damaged for what I'm, you know, probably good for us. But see how this goes.
Good work.
Where
The
is the
casualties
Mechs?
you've
It's over
amassed
here.
should be more than enough to please our employees.
On the move, following you.
Oh great, they're gonna drop right in front of us. That's not ideal. What are they dropping here?
Target
We're on to fight
acquired.
through these guys. So let's just get rid of them.
Targets, Commander.
Enemy low.
That's also the other reason is that I'm running low on pretty much every ammo I have.
Destroyed. Target
Target received. Engaging.
Dang it.
incoming missile.
I lost one of the AC-10s. Not ideal.
System offline.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Go on. There we go.
I got it.
It's restarted now. Please don't lose the leg. That would be just not ideal. Or I lost one arm, which I can deal with because I can go buy another AC-10. Most shops have those. But losing a leg in this thing would just be a nightmare.
Taking too much damage over here.
You know, I need to get out of here because that Orion's hurt a little bit.
Reporting enemy damage. My target.
So we got that mech down too. See, also with speed here, if we have an Atlas, we can get out of here a little bit faster.
Hostiles are escalating their assault on your position, Commander.
Yep,
Be
and
careful.
that's why we're leaving. matter of fact, let's do this.
All weapons hold.
So they just start running.
Commander. I thought they'd be faster.
So far, I mean, that was not too bad of a fight. I mean, fair enough, I didn't lose an arm, but, you know, it happens. Did lose 2 arms this time, though. So, I mean, we still have armor on that one side, or one arm, so it's not too terrible bad. Come on, let's give it to me. There's nobody else around here. And that should do it.
Dropship on approach, Commander. Prepare for extraction.
There we go. Mission completed. Gotta replace some more stuff now, but that's kind of the nature of BattleTech. And it's something you gotta not struggle with, but something you gotta think about when you're putting weapons on these things. Oh, especially where it's at, because like the arms, I blew up both arms, and now I've lost those 2 AC-10s that were really good. Same with the LBXs. Had the same issue with those. It's like, now do I replace it with something a little the same power because we'll do the same amount of damage, or do I put something a little cheaper on it, so if I do happen to lose it again, I don't lose as much money, but at the same time, I don't do as much damage. And that's kind of the issue with BattleTech. So you can have the best weapons, and then one lucky shot, and you know, you lost that weapon, which sucks. We actually get a Centurion. It's not a bad one. Anything in the ballistic weapons that are pretty good? Not really. I think one of those medium lasers was actually pretty good. How much is that Centurion? Centurion's going to cost me 11. So if I get the laser, I can't do that. But let's go ahead and get the javelin though. We'll sell it for. We'll just sell it. I mean, it's not like it's really worth much to me. Is there something we can just sell that's, you know, this AC-5 burst fire? That'll work. Nobody hurt, nobody killed, which is a good thing. I have to go to this. Why is Farhad this far up? It's really odd. He's usually back behind there, which is what that's what kind of threw me off a little bit. I think this guy just lost, some armor, which is awesome. Start work, please. Oh crap, that's not what I wanted to do. Don't do that. Confirm. Star map. Oh, do we? Yeah, we got a part 3 now. An assassination mission. Where do we have to go? Over here to this one. I'm not going to pronounce it, but so it looks like probably that's going to be the closest place. So let's go ahead. Well, I don't think it really matters there, but we'll go here and see if we can maybe get our mechs repaired and all that. It'll be a little cheaper. You saw how much it was, like 700 grand or 700 grand just to repair that Orion. Imagine the Annihilator when we lost, you know, 2 weapons on it. How much that would cost. That's why it kind of stinks to repair your stuff in battle zones like that. Battle mechs. Just repair mech, 366 grand, not too bad. This one's 155,000. Victor did lose something here. I lost 2 medium lasers. Okay, I can replace those. Let's save those. See, I mean, this is the kind of the other struggle, is that I can't really put as good of a weapon on there, so it's going to lose a little bit of damage and a little bit of max range, because I want to save that medium laser, or these 2 medium lasers for my mech, because I know I'll need the, or hold on, is that what I needed? Oh, it's actually, the tier 3 one, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought, but, oh well. Let's see, market here, do they have any good AC-10s? They do not. That's not ideal, to be honest with you. Let's go repair all. It's going to remove that AC-10 in there. Let's start work. And so now that we've started the work here, I might go... Ooh, there's a hero mech over here. I'm going to go travel and see what that hero mech is. Sometimes those hero mechs can be anything from real light, like urban mechs or commandos, but they can be special variants of like atlases or something like that. So it's something we, I do like to at least look into. There's a Panther. Why? Panther's a 35-ton mech, but it carries two. This one carries 2 PBCs and an SRM-4. Like, why? That becomes the other question I have. But while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and sell that Javelin. Give us just over $1 million. Not too awful bad at all for that. Keep us going for a little bit longer. We can also sell that AC-5 burst fire because we don't need it. But I also wanted to see what they had on their market here in the terms of AC-10s. They have an Ultra AC-5. Not a bad one, but if they had any Ultra AC-10s, I might look into those, but it looks like these Tier 3 ones, probably the best ones I'm going to get right now. Just have to wait just a day there so we can get this one and the loadout on this one. Take this AC-10 off. Let's take this one, put these 2 AC-10 burst fires on there. Not ideally what I want, but that'll have to do for now. Anything else special out here? There's some rare mechs, but rare mechs are usually just mechs that you don't see every day. Things like the Atlas. But we'll go to this one to see if we have a little bit of money to run with. And why not? And we'll complete hopefully the final part of this mission. Ooh, it's a Zeus. Now that's kind of an interesting little mech. It's an 80-ton mech, 2 medium lasers, an extended range large laser, an ultra autocannon 5, and an LRM-15 plus Artemis. Zeuses are not bad. They're pretty decent mechs. Probably not ones I would probably consider using because it's only an 80-ton mech, but still they're interesting. We'll just put it that way. So $350,000 just to travel out there. Bad, plus our bills just got paid, so maybe a little more expensive than that, but that's okay. I haven't asked this past couple of streams, guys. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Me myself, my thumb is a little sore. I got a couple Lego sets in yesterday, and I've been putting them together. I got the new not Super Nintendo, the Nintendo Entertainment, the NES. I've got one of those. I've got the actual NES controller done, but I still have to work on the TV for it. It's still kind of neat. It's pretty neat so far on how it comes together. And so, yeah, it's just something neat, a little bit different to try. Yeah, why not? So, I think we're ready to head back out here. I just kind of want to see if there's anything special on this market at all. It doesn't really look like it. Because sometimes you don't know what you can find on these kind of random planets. We are ready here. But so far, I think we're doing okay with this Annihilator. I just wish it was a little bit faster. That's the only thing I wish. So I might switch back to the Atlas. I'm not sure yet. We do a lot of damage in the Annihilator already. But also, if I want to get my missile to 100%, I do probably need to switch back to the Atlas because it does have missiles on it. It's a little bit different there. But yeah, I mean, honestly, if I want to focus maybe on my ballistic weapons, I can probably do it in this mech because this thing has a ton of them. So I don't know. We'll see. I might switch back. I might not. I don't know yet. So seems like a lot of the newer pilots are starting to get a little more acclimated to some of their better weapons in the mechs there. But that's always a good thing to see. Why I'm yawning so much. But so far, it doesn't seem like the game's taken you know, usually there's some streams that just seem like it takes forever to load games. And this one doesn't seem like it's taking too awful much time to do so. So I'm not too concerned with it, but you know. Also, I'm really kind of curious what happens when we're done with the campaign. Is there another campaign that we can go on, or is there a like, is there more story to this after we get rid of? Well, we got rid of Black Inferno technically, but once we get rid of this guy in Comstar, we can't get rid of Comstar. They're just too big and too powerful. But is there something else after we defeat? Like, once the storyline ends, what can we do after that? Is my question.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Somewhere nearby is Sebastian Zeng, the leader of the Black Dragons. Scour the region and eliminate him with extreme prejudice.
Alright, so there's only 2 locations. I'm going to go to the closest one, because if he's not there, then this mission's going to be about a half hour long. But we're going to give it a try, so let's form up here.
Following your lead.
We just kind of hope and pray that he's over here. On second thought, it looks like there's a canyon in our way. That's not good. Is there a better way? Maybe there's a way down here. I think there's a path I see. That might work. I mean, of course, we can just jump down, but the problem is with the AI in this game, it takes them a little bit to figure out what to do, and so it's better if you can find like an actual path down that doesn't include jumping. Go yawning again. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I think we'll head down in the canyon here. Well, I thought this was a path, and maybe not. Alright, well, let's back up then. We'll walk down here. There is a path down this way, down the valley, a little bit more. So we'll go that way. I don't know about this chain fire thing. I mean, I gotta actually, maybe just a different playstyle that I'm not used to yet. But I really have to click and hold this, and then I have to fire the rest of the weapons. There's a little bit different way to actually. Ooh, what in the world?
Target acquired.
It's a little bit different way to actually fight, but you know, still trying to get used to it, I guess.
Destroyed.
I don't know what in the world hit us there. Something hit us pretty good though. Then I really don't want to slow down, because if I slow down in this thing, it will take us a while to get back up to speed.
Enemy destroyed.
Wherever that was is probably what actually hit
Target
us.
acquired.
Yep. Is this a way down? If this is, I want to have my guys follow me. Looks like it is. Alright, we can do this. I wish there was a way you can mark some things in the map where you say, hey, I want to come back up this way. Because usually when you get a mission like this, you have to return to where you started to be picked back up.
Eliminated.
So it'd be kind of nice to actually mark it to where it says, hey, this is where I want to come out at. Problem is it looks like
Target destroyed.
both of these are up on that ridge, and that means we have to find a way back up, which is not ideal.
Target eliminated.
So it looks like we're going to have to come
Target
up the
acquired.
go down the valley, make a left, and then come back up. But what if it is truly where we have to come back out at?
Target
We might have to come out at a different location.
Pulling in behind you.
Oh boy, there's a lot of things to spawn here. Not ideal. I'm gonna turn around and start helping some more guys out. It might help us a little bit more.
I got it.
Where was all this at when I walked by? There's a heavy mech of some sort. Let's go ahead and take it out.
Coordinate fire on the commander's target.
Of course, my Victor's right into my way. That was not ideal.
Tango eliminated.
Alrighty.
Moving into formation, Commander.
There might have been a way
Got another one.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
kind of up and around. And that's where I think a lot of the enemies are coming from. That I think the main path you're supposed to is go up and around there, but kind of the way we came is probably not the worst way to come either. Because we took out, it looks like we've taken out quite a few of them already. Look, there's just a tank right behind us.
Add one more to my kill count.
And then there's another tank behind us. Not awful bad. Not too awful bad, at least. Now I'm hoping we can go up here to the left, or we can either go left or right. If we go right, hopefully, if he's there, great. If not, we can just turn left and go that way. Kind of the hope, at least. Whether that's going to be true or not, I have no idea. I hope this guy knows we're coming, because, you know, maybe that'll strike some fear into him. Or bring him this many mechs to take him out. Dragon take out them
Focus
first.
on the target.
Oh, hold on, there's a Cyclops. Ooh. There, and then the guy's right behind him. That's not ideal. So the guy is here, though. What is he piloting? We spotted a stalker. Alright, well, it's not ideal, but
Target acquired.
alright, cool. I killed the Cyclops.
Tango eliminated.
Target down.
That was what I was hoping for. Alright, where is the stalker at?
Copy. Engage commander's target.
There he is. That's the one thing about stalkers, they can bring a lot of missiles to the party. outside of a barn right now. Good thing I'm using a shotgun.
System offline.
Ooh, that's not good. Oh, good, the Atlas can sit right in front of me. Use that as an Atlas shield. That was
Target
awesome.
acquired.
I don't want to shoot right now because my guys are all right in front of me. Which, you know, not the worst. Oh, right.
Descend. The boogeyman is finally dead. Many Black Dragon's warriors remain, so peel back before they overwhelm you. Now let's get you
Actually, I think
all
we
home.
just go ahead and
Head
press
for the
right
evac
through these
points.
through these guys, and try just. And we'll go out the exit this way. We'll go right through them. Think that'll work.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
I got it.
All right, I think that's everything here, so that's at least a good thing. It's a pretty interesting little fight, I'll be honest with you.
Moving in behind you, Commander.
I mean, essentially, what, 2 assault mechs and a heavy mech, and I think we came out pretty well on the good end there. I mean, fair enough. The dragon came after us pretty quick, and then the Cyclops. The Cyclops, think I could take down by myself. But yeah, then the Stalker. Stalker we had a few issues with, because number one, we kind of kept at a distance. Usually, the closer they get, the better I can kill them, because I don't think the shotgun really has much to do. I mean, the shotgun probably has a lot to do with it, just it doesn't spread as much. But that's me more being able to actually hit them from a distance is kind of the big issue there. We can also see what kind of salvage we can get out of this. Kind of interesting to see. I don't really know what they might offer up for salvage, or what we have left for salvage, because I mean we tore apart quite a few things. There we go. Not too bad. No mechs, that was interesting, but alright. Let's go by type here. No real big, like, AC-20s or anything. Well, they have 2 AC-5 burst fires, but they're okay, but they're not ideal. They have some interesting little lasers, though. I'll scoop up here. We'll take another tier 3 laser. You know what? I might take 2 of those. I might take one of those just to sell, because why not? Same with the AC-2s. Let's go ahead and sell them. And to be honest with you, we probably didn't take too much damage here. We've got 4.5 million C-bills, plus some LRMs and some extended range PPCs. Rank 13. We hit Elite. Awesome. Yeah, I figured I'd have to go speak to Rihanna after this. Let's do that real quick, because we'll probably need to repair Mechs, and we'll probably go sell some stuff too. So let's go speak to her real quick and see what kind of story mission we got next. Oh, Fahad's out here. That's pretty cool.
Commander, I've done it. I've broken the encryption on the first set of coordinates.
About time.
Hey, don't start. I wondered myself if I'd ever crack the encryption. But here we are.
Never doubted you for a minute, Rihanna. What did you find?
Well, not as much as I'd hoped, to be perfectly honest. Take a look. This is the ancient star map we discovered inside the fortress on Xinjiang. You can see where the missing section of the map is supposed to be, right here. The coordinates I unlocked point to this location, a system on the innermost edge of the periphery. I researched it as best I could. All I found was its designation, HD 276914. From everything we know, it's uninhabited. There's nothing out there, Commander. No colonists, no miners, no record that anyone's ever even been there.
Why would my father have gone to so much trouble to protect these coordinates? There has to be something out there.
I agree. The question is, what?
There's only one way to find out. I'll get us to those coordinates ASAP.
All right. Once we're there, we'll have a much better idea of exactly what we've unlocked.
Please tell me it's
Roger that.
Stronamecti, which is hilarious. If you don't know what Stronamecti is is where the clans are. Kind of where the big it's Stronamecti. That's how it's pronounced. It's really interesting, which is out in the middle of nowhere, and I don't know if that's really it or not, but it'd be interesting because we're actually ooh, good lord, it's going to cost us 900 grand. That's a lot, but we're actually heading here to Avon anyways, so let's head there first. I think we're just going to go ahead and try it because you know what, it'd be interesting to see what's out there. And we have, I mean, once we repair the Mechs, we'll have plenty of money. It's going to cost us like $1 million to get out there. Probably a little less now because we're a little bit closer, but yeah, it's kind of, I kind of want to see what's out there. It'd be kind of interesting because I have a feeling that people are out there. It's just they're not, you know, they just don't know about it, kind of thing, which makes sense. It's kind of how the clan started. Let's go ahead and start all this. And we're only talking like maybe 100 grand to repair all this, so or 100 grand to repair one mech. So if mine was probably one of the worst off. Maybe not. But we're all looking at like 150, 200 grand per mech. It's only 800 grand to repair all of them. And we just got 4.5 million. So yeah, we're already up to 13.8 million. I'm not that concerned with money right now. I mean, you always have to be a little bit concerned with money. But you know, we have stuff we can sell, like these extended range PPCs. I never use PPCs anyways. That's $1.2 million they're going to give us for those. So there's those. We probably get rid of this LRM-20 because we actually have 2 tier 4 ones. That's 412,000. So we're up to 15.9 million now. There's 2 more PPCs there. There's 400 grand there. We're up to 6.3. Some jump jets. We'll get rid of those. 6.5 now. Anything else? We can get rid of this SRM-4, which gives us 60 grand. Keep all those. We'll get rid of this large laser because it's kind of small. But yeah, the rest of this, look at this. We're already up to $6.6 million. Anything good over here? Wait, hold on. There's another LBX-10 here, and that is on the market. They also have this one, which I have no idea what that is, but it looks kind of powerful. The Solid Slug. I've never heard of the Solid Slug. Let's grab these ammos as well. We'll also grab the half ammos just in case we lose the regular ammos there. I've never heard of the Solid Slug LBX-10s. Right here. Huh. That might be interesting, but it's also $1 million. We just spent about $2 million. Let's be honest here. But if we wait a little bit for our Annihilator to be ready again, we actually can go in here and actually take off the AC-10 burst fires and put in the LBX-10 or LB-10X ACs, which I actually had originally on it. They're actually better than what actually came on it, which is surprising, which is awesome because then we can just start tearing through things. And they're actually lighter than the AC-10s. And we get rid of all this ammo. Put some more LBX ammo in here. Each one of these gives us 40 rounds. So let's put 6 of these in here. Like that. And then I don't think we can put any more armor on this thing. I really think it's maxed out, which is awesome. Let's put some heat sinks in it. And there we go. So we're increasing the heat efficiency. We're giving it a lot more weaponry. I mean, so essentially they're 40 rounds each. There's 240 rounds. Divide that by 4 is what, 80 shots? I think it is. Is that right? That's not right. 60 shots each. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because each one of these we give it, so it's 40 rounds. We have 4 cannons, so they get 10 shots each. We got 6 of them, 60 rounds each. That makes sense. That's a great find, though. because I think those LBX-10s are a lot better. You know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to swap the better ones inside here and leave the less than ideal ones out here. It's going to cost us a little bit more money to do that, but I want to keep the better ones a little more safer. If there's any more better pilots to hire.
I'll be in the hangar for pre-drop checklists.
49, it's not really, it's okay, but I think ours were, what, 50, 48? So, I mean, 49 would just be +1. Not really worth the extra cost there. Alright, I think we got to travel out here. We're still out of range. So let's jump to this place here. This is another industrial hub. See if there's maybe another, maybe some more rare weapons on sale, or maybe another hero mech we can try to take a look at. If not, I mean, fair enough. Our lance is really good for what it is. I mean, and then getting the Annihilator back where it should be, I think will be okay. Oh, it's an Atlas for sale. Nice. Yeah, I forgot about the Atlas. Actually, was actually asked for by General Kerensky, which comes up. He's a very popular character in BattleTech universe. There's a Battlemaster, which is actually, I like the Battlemaster. I mean, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 medium lasers. PPC I probably would replace with a large laser. 2 machine guns and an SRM-6. This thing overheats quite a bit, but you take off the 2 machine guns, take the ammo out of them, and this gives you an extra 3 heat sinks there. And so it's not a bad, well, mech. You just got to be careful with it overheating. There's 2 rare weapons for sale there. We got to at least check them out to see if maybe they're better LBXs, maybe they're better tier lasers or something like that. Oh, we got to check those out. And I'd love to find, if I can, a mech that have ECMs, or there's another one that is what it is. But doesn't look like they have any here. There's a large pulse laser for sale. That's what that is. Yep, that's what that is. Those pulse lasers are actually I like those weapons. It seems like they're kind of rare on here. They just don't have them very often. Highlander. Highlander's a pretty good mech. Usually these actually come with a Gauss rifle, but this one only comes with an AC-10. But I actually do have one if I wanted to find a Highlander. If you hear a mech here, why not? Let's just keep hopping through here to see. I mean, we have to hop through these planets anyways, so why not at least stop by and see what they have? If something we can use, great. If not, we move on. Like the LBXs. The LBXs were a great find. Let's see here. Oh, it's an awesome. Not too awful bad. It's okay. It's not ideal. Probably not one I would pick up. Ooh, they have hold on, that's my inventory. It's like, ooh, they have a Gauss rifle for sale. Not what I was looking for. They have NARC here. So these are NARC. So if you ever see stuff like this, that's a NARC missile. NARC missiles allow. Let's see. Go back over here. NARC missiles are. They're missiles themselves, but they don't do any damage. They attach a beacon to a mech that actually allows other missiles to track that mech a little bit better, so the grouping's a little bit harder, so they do more damage essentially. So it's not too awful bad. Let's go ahead and set course out to here. So it's pretty neat. I don't use NARCs very often, or hardly at all, but I have used them in the past before. I just find that I'd prefer just to use like an SRM-4 and SRM-6 instead. That's just me. Alright. We gotta enter the hangar and speak to Rihanna. So we gotta speak to Rihanna. We're already here.
There you are. I've got some new information, Commander.
What is it?
Now that we're in orbit around the planet, I've been able to conduct a cursory scan of the surface. There's definitely something here. Someone here as well. If I had to guess, and that's all it is right now, I'd say it's our old friends, Comstar.
What the hell is Comstar doing here?
Well, if it is indeed them, there's no way of knowing for sure until we're on the ground. I've prepared the mission briefing for you based off the information I've collected from the scan. It's less than ideal, but we're in uncharted territory here, so it's the best I can do. You're clear to launch whenever you're ready, Commander.
Copy that.
Alright, so let's see what we can do here. They're not giving us much money for it, but ooh, it's a level 90. Ooh, that's a lot. All right, let's get some damage coverage here, and we'll get some salvage. We'll do something like that. Give us 22 salvage shares. I'm okay with that. All right, let's go in here. We need to add just a few more tonnage on here. What if we just... Oh, look at that. Perfect. 300-ton mechs in the Orion. So we got a Poor Man's Atlas, an Atlas, a King Crab, and our Annihilator. This should be a pretty hefty fighting force, to be honest with you. Let's see. There was something else I was going to do. Let's see. We have more heat sinks now. I'm wondering if maybe I just change the Annihilator back to group firing the lasers. Fair enough. I did. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to leave it for now. It's like, because it seemed like I was doing a lot of damage with I think it was all 5 lasers firing at once. But I think if I think about it though, if I just, you know, with the chain firing of the lasers, I can really keep the heat down and use the bigger guns a lot more. And I think that might be a little bit better solution. Maybe that's just me though. Fair enough. But we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of interested to see what this mission's about because I don't know what planet this is. We at least know Comstar's here, so if there's anybody else, you know. What kind of mission is this? Hold on, let's cancel this real quick. Let's go home. Coordinated efforts. Okay, it doesn't tell us. Oh, view contract. Here we go. This is a. This says campaign mission. All right, well, this could be a mix of a couple different things. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what's going on. We could have to defend a base and then go attack Comstar. Who knows? If I had to guess, since there's nothing really here, it's probably just going to be attacking stuff, but who knows? But I mean, honestly, if you saw like these three, or just well, I mean, even the Orion's a pretty powerful mech. So if you saw these 4 mechs coming at you, you know, we mean business. I mean, let's be honest here. You're not bringing these mechs as just kind of is a ragtag defense force. You're not going to do that. These are mechs. These are pretty serious, pretty serious assault mechs, or even just serious fighting mechs. In period. I mean, if you were going with a ragtag group, I mean, an Orion would be like a huge exception, but not a King Crab because they're kind of rare. The Atlas is a lot less rare than you think it is, but it's still a very powerful mech, and the Annihilators are like a really rare mech. We haven't even fought one yet. We might fight one now because I said that, but it's rare to actually see an Annihilator on the field. And now we have one, so it's one of those things where it's like you don't. It's like in Grand Theft Auto where it's rare to find a car, but once you get one, there's more that comes out. Same way, it seemed like when I bought, I have a Jeep. I have 2 Jeeps actually. When I bought my first, I didn't realize how many Jeeps were on the road, but they do the thing called the Jeep Wave. If you are familiar with Jeeps, every time you pass another Jeep, you're actually supposed to wave at it. Same thing like Corvettes and things like that. Once I got my Jeep, I didn't realize how many Jeeps were actually out there until everyone started waving at me. Totally, there was always a lot more than I thought there was. And I think it's kind of interesting. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention either. Still, rather fun though. And yes, I do wave back if I do remember to. There's sometimes I'm driving along, it's like, why are people waving at me? I'm like, I'm in the Jeep, and that's why. So, still rather funny, though. What do we got here? Dramatic music going on.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
The installation's fortified walls are approximately 1 click west, Commander. Head there and make your way inside so we can see what we're dealing with.
Roger that.
I'm wondering, I mean, it could be fair that it could be clan mechs or clans here, and I just don't know about it. Or it could very well be a Starlink Defense Force base that they just don't know about, which is possible, you know. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to see a clan mech in here, or 2, or 10, but, you know, I don't think they're quite in this game yet. I could be wrong about that too, so. Can we see anything of the base yet?
So nice. I like the leaves.
Not really. We're pretty much right on top of it, though. I don't see where we're going. It's interesting. Unless this rock formation is the walls, but you know, got a feeling it's going to be a trap here. If there's going to be anybody here, could be wrong, but who knows? Got a nice Y formation going on here with the 4 mechs. Pretty nice.
There's the defensive perimeter up ahead. Hostiles incoming, Commander. It's Comstar.
Oh yeah, like now they decided to show up. I think they did a full like backflip before it died. Okay with that. Now the nice thing about this though is that with the LBX 10s on the arms now, I actually can go up and actually hit the fighters pretty regularly with them. So
Target acquired.
if you walk around, guys, let's go this way.
Reforming on you, Commander.
Looked like they were coming down this way, so
Add one more to my kill
let's at
count.
least walk around to this arch here, and then we'll fight our way up the hill at the end. Might be a little bit easier way to do this. A lot of stuff are blowing up. Hopefully, it's none of my mechs. Oh boy, a lot of rocket launchers around here. They are not kidding around. Although I have been saying that I should take the mission more slow and steady. Well, I think in this mission, or in the Annihilator, it's only slow and steady. I don't think you can go any faster than this. There's the wall that they wanted us to breach.
I got it.
Alice, you're gonna be in the way here. Nice and easy as a shield. Because those rocket launchers tore me up pretty good. Not ideal, at least. Once again, it doesn't surprise me that there's a whole settlement out here.
Tango down.
Okay, you're past the outer perimeter, Commander. Let's investigate and see what Comstar is up to. Keep a sharp lookout for enemies.
Copy that.
Enemy
Yep.
mech spotted.
Target down.
We're gonna walk this way, see if there's maybe
Target acquired.
ooh, there's a partisan heavy tank. That's a little bit bigger than I'm you know, you usually see there.
Target destroyed.
I mean, with the LBX-10, it's not too awful bad. Take him down here.
Tango eliminated.
Now this is getting me more and more curious of what they're doing here. You're not going to put up these huge mechs, stuff like that, unless something's going on. I think my Orion's stuck in a fight, so let's back up and try to help it.
Target acquired.
On the commander's target.
There's the commander's kill. It's about to explode.
And there we go. It's pretty easy there. I like the lightning effects too. That's pretty neat. Looks like there's a storm coming. On a civilization in the middle of nowhere, we're on a planet in the middle of nowhere. We're finding this pretty big city out here. It seems kind of odd. Something's going on, but as to what, we're not sure. Just curious. Doesn't look like there's anything coming out of the city at us. So that's a good thing. It's going to take us a while to walk.
Target acquired.
Got another one.
Looks like I can just walk down this valley here and make a right, maybe? You know what, though? I'm going to walk up this hill just a little bit and double check. I can always fall. Maybe I can. I don't know. I'm going to walk up this hill just to be safe. Because if not, we have to walk all the way around, and it's a pain in the butt. So I'd rather take it the first way. We can always jump down this hill a little bit and then wait for our guys to kind of come down the hill with us.
Target.
Heads up. VTOL's inbound on your location.
VTOL's not a huge deal. Like one already died.
I got it.
Damn, I almost killed that guy. Dang it. Alright, I'll let the missiles get to them.
Acquired.
Ooh, there's quite a few VTOLs.
Target destroyed.
Yeah.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
That was easy. They would think that those are actually kind of big. They're not. I mean, once again, I think we have quite a few overpowered mechs. I mean, they're doing what they're designed to do. I just don't think people think we would have 3 100-ton assault mechs and a poor man's Atlas to so it's like 3 assault mechs and almost assault mech. Kind of what we're doing there. So. What in the world is that missile doing? Do you see that? It was doing like a wave across the sky there. I don't know what it was doing. Neat.
Target acquired.
But they just got a little lost. It still hit the turret, but it was doing like a wave across the sky there. Ooh, got some heavy mechage.
Target acquired.
A rifleman.
Coordinate fire on the commander's target.
I'll show you what a real gun will do here in a second. One tank gone.
Comstar have been here for a while, but it looks like they're still expanding their footprint. Whatever they're doing here, they're investing a lot of time and money in it.
So let's wreck it. Seems like a pretty good idea to me. They have a crab and a rifle. I'll take out the crab. The crab's no big deal. This guy's hurt pretty good. That the four or the quad LBX-10s are amazing. I mean, they're starting to become pretty quickly. I mean, don't be wrong. The AC-20 still a dominant thing on the battlefield, but the LBX-10's got to be right behind it. Can we see how fast? I mean, they reload really quickly too, which is kind of the good thing. So I mean, that is kind of nice. I was more afraid of running out of ammo first.
Would love to take in the view. Not now, of course.
I think that guy is. It seems like he's like a. He acts like a real big pilot, but he's still kind of nervous about it. I don't know. Maybe he was just like maybe he was just a mechanic at one point, and they put him into a pilot's role, and we picked him up after that big defense. Although this place looks really nice, though. We got here.
The heart of the facility is up ahead, Commander.
Still walking through the base here. Where do we gotta go now? 750 meters. Holy cow. Got a medium mech coming in here. Let's go ahead and take care of him. That guy out there.
Destroyed.
Oh, Black Knight. I'm gonna move over this way and not engage the Black Knight right away because my mechs hurt a little bit. It's like not missing any weapons right now, but I don't want to have to redo this mission again. It would take us a while to walk through all the way through here. What in the world is that? Oh, it's a Demolisher, that's why. Yeah, by the way, Demolisher heavy tanks, 2 AC-20s. Yeah, it's... So essentially it's like a king crab tank. Let's be honest here. They are pretty powerful. Didn't expect it around there, but he went down pretty quick. Yep, I'm trying to take this mission a little bit more carefully because it's a long mission. I can kind of see that. But I don't, especially with how slow this mech moves, it may not be the worst idea to actually try to take it a little bit slower so we don't have to do it again. And hopefully this won't be too much longer of a mission. That worked. The armor's hurt a little bit on this mech, just a tiny bit, but we'll see. And if this is supposed to be the heart of the facility, maybe there's a big boss fight we have to do real quick. There's a big mech fight. A bunch of satellite dishes, though. That's what I'm kind of curious what they're doing here. Are doing some shady stuff. Usually what Comstar does.
Significant number of radio telescopes arrayed ahead of your current position, Commander. Head that way, and let's take a closer look. More hostiles inbound on your coordinates.
there's 9 people we gotta kill. I'm gonna guess probably at least 4 mechs. I guess that. Probably the rest tanks. Could be wrong, but you know, probably the idea is probably they're gonna be. There's at least. Oh, don't tell me my computer's locked up. Oh, come on, game. Please don't tell me the game just crashed. That would absolutely suck. The music's still playing, so I don't know exactly what's going on here. Yep. This isn't good. If you guys are not broken or anything like that, my game is just stopped. Alright. I was kind of hoping it would come back by now, but don't know if it will or not. The game might have soft locked itself. Take a look here, hold on. Yeah, it is not responding, which is not ideal for a game. So maybe we can free it up just a tiny bit here. Nope, I think we've lost it. It is running at about 50% memory, and it is still not coming back here. Well, this sucks, because we were so close on getting, or we're probably getting close to the end of this mission, and it decided to soft lock on us. Alright, well, I just ended it, so. Alright, well, that absolutely sucked. Here's what I'm going to do, is I'm wanting to go, be right back. I'm going to use the restroom really quick. I'll let the game reload, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can go back through there pretty quick, because that would suck if we had to do all that mission all over again. Just going to point that out there. Dang it, that sucks. I don't know, it's weird. Something like that happened. Come on. We are back in the game now. Let's see if I can hit load. Where is it loading me at is my question. It is loading me into the mission itself. Alright, well, at least it got saved at that point. So, guys, I'm going to go be right back real quick. So, I'll let you guys listen to the music. So, it's a pretty neat soundtrack. So, I will be right back, guys. Give me like a couple minutes here, and hopefully we'll be able to finish this mission before the end of the stream. At least the hope. So, I'll be right back, guys. So, I'll see you then. Alright, everybody, I am back. I've already got the game reloading here. Pop that back up there. Now, fingers crossed this doesn't soft lock again. If I'm not mistaken, though, you can actually save it during the campaign, like actually during the mission. So we might be able to save it right beforehand, and so that we don't lose all of our progress. We'll see. If not, we gotta run the risk of it soft locking again, which would suck. But who knows? And I'm out of tea, which also kind of sucks. But not as bad, I'll be honest with you. Sue. This might take it a minute for it to load because it's loading it's loading the actual game itself and then the mission. So it might take it a minute for it to actually do that. But yeah, what have you guys been up to? It's something that, I've been doing this. Finally got another interview. Hopefully that goes good tomorrow. But I did get some Legos. If I can, you know what? We got a bit of time. I won't let the mission. Hold on. Won't let the mission start without showing this off. I do actually have the controller done for the NES. See here, and this actually, funny enough, it kind of looks like an actual NES controller. But if I actually bring the main part of it up, I can see here. If I get real close to the then you actually can see it's fully Lego, but it actually does have the NES logo and everything on there. Something I've been doing because as much as I love gaming, you can't just game all the time, unfortunately. So switch back over to the game itself. And Lego's one of my big things too. I love doing Lego.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
The installation's fortified walls are approximately 1 click west, Commander. Head there and make your way inside so we can see what we're dealing with.
Roger that.
I'm also thought about doing a Lego stream as well. Just, do one stream that you spend a couple hours just building Lego. That might be kind of fun too. Don't know yet, but, so that'd probably be kind of fun. Now we're back on this mission, where we're walking for ages and hitting a few targets along the way. Not ideally the best mission in the world for this mech, but, it still works, so hopefully it won't take us this long. Hopefully it won't take us as long as we're getting a little more cautious last time, so hopefully it won't take us as long this time. Be at the base now. Should just be up here. If we go, I think I'm just gonna go full throttle to the arch here. Maybe make a right. Or do we just? Because I think that hill's too steep over there. So let's just go ahead and keep walking.
Incoming, Commander. It's Comstar.
We can take out the helicopters and stuff like that, so it's no big deal. But I realize that guy not dead, but definitely he wasn't after the after that. But I think we're okay. Ooh, I'm stuck on a rock. I can walk right through fortified walls. Can't walk through a rock though. Still can't walk through a rock.
One more to my kill count.
Oh, there's a demolisher there. Take that down quick. Because that thing will tear you up. I don't think I sustained as much damage in that one than we did the last time, but that's pretty good. Walking over this tank court here, and I think we'll do the same thing we did last time. We'll go to the right and go that way. turret is. I'm like, what in the world's hit me? But it's just a turret.
Target is down.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
There we go. There's that one down. There's one over here too.
Okay, you're past the outer perimeter, Commander. Let's investigate and see what Comstar is up to. Keep a sharp lookout for enemies.
Copy that.
Enemy mech spotted.
It actually comes from over here, so maybe if we wait here just a moment, see,
Eliminated.
I can get the, I think it's an assassin. Take out.
Target acquired.
Targeting info updated.
Incoming missile.
Reactor failure detected. Look out.
That was pretty quick. I think that we're, you know, it sucks that it's soft lock. I think we're actually a little bit better armor-wise on this one, so I think we'll be okay. But a little more worried about ammo. I mean, we're already down to 192, which divided by 4 is not a whole lot. Anyways. I really should look how much ammo you get right off the bat. I have no idea.
Moving in behind you, Commander.
This is one of the parts that I didn't like. Just a long walk that not really much to do. The grips just came off my joystick. Pop that back on.
Would love to take in the view. Not now, of course.
Target acquired. Target
Didn't take care of that. I think actually walking up on this hill when the VTOLs come out actually helped a little bit. So I think we'll just walk up here as well. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I think we might just get this to remove the small laser on here. It's not really worth my time. We can actually put in even a half LBX ammo instead, so that might not be a bad replacement for it.
Heads up. VTOLs inbound on your location.
Here they are.
Got another one.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
I got it.
Target destroyed.
Still alive here. Alright, well, now we got a nice glowing field of VTOLs that are now burning. You know what, let's try it here. Save, oh, we can't save here. Hold on, what if I have to have a stop mech first? I cannot save it here. Alright, well, that's no bueno. I don't know why it's doing that too. It seems like the rotation is a little like jittery.
Target acquired.
Which is not ideal, but it does. I mean, it doesn't really. It's not like
Target
game breaking or anything. It just every once in a while see like jitter just to the left or right. Looks like it's pulling more to the right than anything else. I don't know why it's doing that though. A little bit odd.
Target acquired.
Enemy destroyed.
And there's that rifleman.
Star have been here for a while, but it looks like they're still expanding their footprint. Whatever they're doing here, they're investing a lot of time and money in it.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Acquired.
Wilco, focusing fire. The reactor on my kill is about to go grid.
The king crab is just standing there.
Target down.
Alright, let's form back up
Moving into
then.
formation, Commander.
Can we save? Nope. Alright. I want to keep seeing if there's different objectives or different places I can save the game maybe. To see if maybe we can hopefully keep it from soft locking again. There's that jittery again. I don't know why it's doing that. Might have to take it apart and clean it real quick. The connection too, I guess. The USB connection going a little haywire. See here, it's hands off the controller, and I don't know why it's doing that. It's really odd. I've just noticed it today, so it can't be something that's too awful. I mean, it had to have happened today. Something went wrong. So. Heavy mech up here, or the Black Knight. So the Black Knight should be up here. And this thing's wanting to fight me now. The this rotating thing is getting a little worse as the stream goes on, which is not ideal.
Commander.
I got it.
Let's get rid of these tanks here.
Target destroyed.
Patent tank's not a bad one either.
Destroyed.
Dead, but it's
Got another one.
let's back up. Let's kill this thing further.
Launch target engaged.
Destroyed.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Didn't think that would take that long. You had two AC-20s and two LBX-10s to its back. Not ideal in a situation like that. Although I have yet to see this Black Knight though, which is... Oh, there he is.
Target acquired.
Shifting to your target, Commander. Tango eliminated.
Okay, that was quick. Alright, we cannot save the game here. Alright, so this is where we got to last time. Well, we were a lot closer last time, but for some reason this is about the point where it locked on us last time. So let's just hopefully keep our fingers crossed and hope it doesn't do the same thing to us then. I have a feeling this is getting closer to the end, but we're not, like, you know, we're not quite there yet. We have to kill 9 people on top of this hill here. Once we do that, I have no idea what is after that.
It's too peaceful. Something's up.
That's about normal. I thought it was going to be a trap here, but apparently not. Fingers crossed here. We're going in. I have no hands on the controls, but I got my fingers crossed.
They have a significant number of radio telescopes arrayed ahead of your current position, Commander. Head that way, and let's take a closer look.
Helicopters coming in.
On your coordinates.
Add one more to my kill
We'll
count.
get both of those guys down now. Well, we've moved in closer than we were last time.
Target acquired.
We've got your target, Commander. Amazing, Commander. Nice kill. That's even going critical.
Destroyed.
Okay. All right. Well,
Target
gotten
acquired.
right at half of them dead, and nothing. Ooh, that's a big boy right there.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Cyclops or something. Yeah, Cyclops, not bad. Not the worst thing we've fought so far.
Destroyed.
Yeah, I think with the LBX-10s on here, I don't think most mechs are not too big of a deal. Oh boy, we're not done
It
yet.
appears Comstar have built some kind of stellar research facility on this planet. Those buildings up ahead must be their data and research center. If we can secure those buildings, maybe we can learn exactly what they've been up to. Proceed to the main research building at the back and eliminate any enemies you encounter along the way.
I'm sorry, about to start saying, like, we might have a
Oscar Mike.
defend the base here, but I think this is going to be just clear and capture, which I'm okay with. I'd prefer to be the aggressor than the defender. Makes it a lot easier, especially with a slow mech like this. We gotta keep careful with that Atlas, though. The Atlas is hurting pretty good. I don't know why. Maybe people are picking on it quite a bit. I don't know. This is one of those missions where if we fail it, I really don't want to restart it because it's taking so long for it to, I can't save it here. So it just take, are you serious? What is stopping us here? Nothing. Alright, well, that's unfortunate that it did that. The Atlas to my right here, it's gotta be, ooh, it has taken quite a few hits. A lot to the arms and legs, which is still not ideal, but if it loses both arms, I can replace both arms pretty easily. If it loses both legs, no difference. I mean, if it loses both legs, it's probably ideally the way it should be knocked out, but prefer it not to get knocked out at all.
Too bad we can't stretch our legs.
Seems a little quiet for us just walking up to this building here. I'm thinking like 4 assault mechs. What do you think? Anybody else?
I'm not seeing any enemy contacts, Rihanna. Something doesn't feel right about
this? Reminds me of the ambush on Kavanaugh.
I don't think it's a trap, Commander, but stay sharp. There's no way it could be this easy.
Roger that.
Plus, it's this experimental mech type they're working on, and that's what we have to take out. That'd be interesting. I'm gonna walk through the wall. Oh, I can't because it's a platform. Aha, hold on.
Those Comstar forces are attacking their own infrastructure, Commander. They'd rather destroy those buildings and the data contained within them than let it fall into our hands. You need to prevent that from happening.
Copy.
Great. Hopefully I can make it there. Oh crap, there's 2 buildings. That's not ideal.
I got it.
Oh crap, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I guess I'm right in the middle of all the buildings, so it's not like we just kind of park it here. There's a building. Oop, there's some interference there. There's 2 buildings here. Is it the only 2 buildings? I thought there was a 3rd building over here.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
We're starting to see a bit more out here.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
By the way, this does not surprise me in the least that they're trying this. What I'm kind of concerned about is all these VTOLs coming in over here. Yeah, there we go. This guy does not want to go down.
Target destroyed.
Target down.
That thing does not want to go down. Alright, let's got some tanks here. What I'm more concerned about is they're bringing all this armor. I haven't seen any mechs yet, and that kind of is concerning. Because what could they be bringing to help destroy this facility? I don't know.
Tango eliminated.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Yep.
Target down.
It's not ideal. Right. It doesn't tell us how many people we have to defend against, and that kind of also worries me. 'Cause I have no idea how many people are going to come after us. Nor do I know how long we can hold off. I don't see anybody right
More
now.
mechs converging on your position.
Now just having us defend the main building. Oh, they're dropping right on top of us here. What are we bringing? Okay.
They're concentrating all their fire on that main research building at the back of the compound. You need to protect that building at all costs, Commander.
Understood.
Target acquired. Destroyed.
Cool. Legs are blown off on that one. Guys, order for the rest of that facility there.
Component lost.
Dang it. I think both legs got blown off of the Atlas. Which would suck if that's true, but because usually if the center torso blew off, you would kind of know pretty quick because he would have been yelling a lot lot more components lost. But, and the rest of the mech looked fine, but one of the legs was already blown off too. Probably not ideal that was fighting like that. So let's try to help them out. Seems like they're having some issues.
You seem to have me confused with someone else.
Honestly, it's a bit odd to see Comstar here. Or to see like Comstar Mechs. I'm just not used to it, I guess. Oh, we're out of ammo. Oh, that's not good. I need to switch this to non-chain fire. Yeah, let's not do this. This is what I was kind of concerned about, is running out of ammo, which
Opponent lost. Need support.
we have hit that
Just
point.
check that mech out.
Let's see, there should be one more here. It's I think a crab, or just regular crab of sorts.
Target
There he is.
acquired.
You heard the commander. Take the target.
Hopefully this is it, because we don't have much left, both weapon-wise and mech-wise.
Destroyed.
Another mech dropship coming in here. Not ideal. What do we got? Oh, 4 more mechs. Awesome.
Copy.
Get rid of the
Engaging
Kintara
on
there,
the target.
guys.
New
It's
target
back here. It's all
acquired.
Lucas. Just gonna take machine gun off me. Not perfect,
New
but
target acquired.
Phoenix Hawk is what's gonna tear us up the most here, I got a
Target
feeling.
acquired.
While he's focused on the building, I'm gonna hit him. Trying to get for headshots here.
Opponent lost.
Yep, I gotta feel this my damn well. Want to redo this one. Dang it. It's 2 mechs down. Not what I wanted to see.
New target acquired.
I wanted this target right here. What I'm wondering is my king crab out of AC-20 enough? That would not be ideal. There's one arm gone on that guy.
New target acquired.
Alright, cool. That one's gone. slow because it's not going to be a fun one to take out. Unfortunately, I can't punch mechs, which would be an amazing feat right now because I have nothing else really to hit mech with except for my mech, which is not it because they're already through the armor on the center torso, so it's not like I can do much to them right now. Alright, Kintaro, have you, so is he not attacking this guy anymore? Decided not to attack anymore? That would suck. I got a feeling we might have to redo the mission again, which would be the worst thing that can happen to us right now. Our one arm gone. Yep, there's one arm of mine gone, which is not helping me in the least bit here. Well, this sucks. Alright, well, here's what I want to do. I'm going to try to do this one more time. I'm going to go back to when we entered the system. I'm going to redo my mech a little bit to see if I can get a little more LBX ammo in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the small laser off, put a half ammo in there. Should be a half ton. That should get... because I think... I don't know if that'd be the last wave or what, but... You know, we'll see. I really, be honest with you, we really only have about one more attempt at this. We're already, it took us about 20 minutes or so just to get to that point. So we're already getting close on time, anyways. And so hopefully this won't take us too long to fix up the mechs to where hopefully it'll be a little bit better. I'm just a little concerned about how much ammo and stuff like that. I mean, all right, here we go. Let's see. It won't let me edit the loadout here. Oh, that's an issue. We can't refit mechs here because there's not enough resources. But I'm not really refitting them. I'm just swapping out a laser for some more ammo. That sucks.
There you are. I've got
That's
some
fine.
new information.
Come on.
What is it?
No, if I...
What the...
Well,
We've already
you're
seen all
quick.
this. Where's the nearest planet we can go to? Oh, nowhere. Oh, that's awesome. We can go back there. It would take us a minute just to be able to refit the mech. Or almost. You know what? Let's just go for it. And we're gonna have to be a little more careful in how we do this. Let's do that, and then switch this for. Hold on, which one has the better ballistic? This guy does. So let's get him the king crab, and then I'll give us our full lance there. So there's nothing else I can think of that would help us at all. Just gotta be a little more careful, of course, but I've got a little more. You know what? Cancel this. Mechs. Annihilator. See, it won't let me edit the loadout, and I need to edit the loadout on this. You know, because it's not like I want to edit the loadout. I want to change. To operations. Maybe in options, there's an option where I can switch it from toggle between chain fire and like fire. There's fire weapon group 1. Target enemy weapons highlight group down. Toggle chain fire. We'll make it C. Oh, I have to be on the. We'll make it this button over here. Joystick button 11. That works. hopefully then I can toggle it on and off, so when I start running out of LBX towards the end there, I can just toggle the lasers back on, like all 5 at once, or all 6 at once, whatever it is, and I can start, cutting through some more people, because once I run out of LBX, it's not ideal for that mech. So maybe towards the beginning, I'll start it with all lasers on, and once we start hitting the mechs, I'll turn it back to LBX on, or chain fire, and then once we get to the towards the end, we'll turn it back on, because like the part where we're just firing at a bunch of VTOLs, stuff like that, I really don't need to use the LBXs there, but 1 or 2 lasers ain't going to do it, like one at a time. So if we can do it all at once, we can maybe get that a little bit faster. Well, it might take us a little bit longer, but just a tiny bit longer to get through those. We can save some ammo for the end then. Because those 2 light mechs would be so easy to take out with like 1 or 2 blasts of the LBXs. But we didn't have any at the time, unfortunately. Or if we can hit them all 5 with one burst of the lasers, it might help us quite a bit too. So one more attempt here. We're going to try this one more time. It seems like these campaign missions are always the one that are kind of our pains in our butts. So we're going to give it one more try. If we don't get it this time, unfortunately, we'll have to wait till next week to see what happens. But hopefully we can get it one more try. Hopefully this doesn't turn into another one of those 2-hour-long one-mission streams. That was pain. That was a pain. So I'm going to get in here. Once the ship leaves, I want to test fire and make sure that it's actually going to do what it says it's going to do, where it's going to toggle the chain fire on and off.
Attention. Prepare
Fingers
for
crossed it
battle
works. If it doesn't, oh well.
Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online.
One of these buttons here.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright, so right now
The
it's on
inside
single
those
fire.
fortified walls are approximately 1 click west, Commander.
There it
Head
goes. So
there
those
and
all
make you
4
inside
firing.
so we
Okay.
can see what we're dealing
If we
with.
switch this back,
Roger
this
that.
back chain fire. Alright, cool. That works out. I can just reach over there with my pinky, grab it. Alright, let's try this mission one more time. Keep chain fire off for now, just so that because right at the beginning there's not really any mechs. The assassin comes out a little later, but I think we can pretty much take it out without really using too much ammo. So right now we're running with 240 ammo, which is not terrible. It's the 60 shots each, of course.
It's too peaceful. Something's up.
Once again, this long walk up is a pain in the butt.
Nice view, but stay sharp.
There's the defensive perimeter up ahead. Hostiles incoming, Commander. It's Comstar.
Duh, it's Comstar. Who else would be out here?
Target acquired.
That guy kind of shrugged off all those lasers. That was not good. Oh, that guy came a little bit close to hitting us. Not like he had a choice, but you know. This happens to run a little bit longer. I'm okay with that too. I'd like to see if we this one. These are LBX worthy because those are heavy tanks. Then if we don't get rid of them, those are not burst fire AC-20s either. They're AC-20s.
Add one more to my kill count.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Like this guy right here.
Target destroyed.
That guy was worth it. So not too bad. If I start if I start having issues with heat, I can always switch the chain fire back on. But the problem is, it's like you get a lot, like real short fights, and then you're just kind of in really long stretches of not fighting. So not too awful bad. You know what? Why don't we turn right?
Let's investigate and see what Comstar is up to.
See, yeah, because I
Keep a
don't see
sharp
why we
lookout for
can't.
enemies.
Because
Copy
you
that.
know, just
Enemy
it
mech
might be
spotted.
easier to walk this way. I'm trying to save the LBXs for more mechs and like the real heavy tanks. That guy doesn't really need a LBX to the face. Oh, this assassin? Yeah, maybe.
Acquired.
For now, I've already took off one medium laser off of him.
I got it. Kill for me. Hell yeah.
Only had to fire, what, 2 shots there? So, trying to be a little more conservative with how many LBX shots I use.
Reforming on you, Commander.
I'm wondering if this is the way they actually meant for you to go, because it seems like it's a lot shorter route.
Regrouping at requested.
Or, hold on, that's not what I want to do.
Everyone cease fire.
To group up.
Moving in behind you, Commander.
I feel like they're using a lot of their ammo just to destroy buildings, which is not good. Well, I think it hit everything but that turret.
Heads up. VTOL's inbound on your location.
One down. Dude.
Destroyed.
I know I said I'm trying not to use as many LBXs,
Target acquired.
but we're getting taken. We're already taking quite a bit of damage from this, so
Target destroyed.
maybe from 1 or 2 of them I didn't mind because that cuts off how many enemies we are actually facing.
Commander.
Let's cut.
All
Oh,
weapons hold.
there's a turret or something back there. should be a crab.
Target acquired.
Let's turn around a minute because there was something following us. I think it was just like a tank or something like that. But I'm sure that we're still okay here. Looks like they may have not fallen us. I don't know. Let's keep on going then. Something's actually trying to fire upon us though.
Don't mess up, don't mess up. Comms check.
Target down.
Let's just let them launch missiles for a second
Target
at those
destroyed.
targets.
Star have been here for a while, but
There
it looks
is
like
that
they're still
rifleman.
expanding their footprint. Whatever they're doing here, they're investing a lot of time and money in it.
Target acquired.
Got another one.
Acquired.
There's torso down.
Enemy mech town.
Oops.
I got it.
We'll take out.
See that?
There we
It's
go.
gone critical.
I'm gonna back up then. Keep going back.
Target destroyed.
Go. Alrighty, so doing a little bit better. I mean, damage-wise, not as good because both the Orion and the Atlas are hurting pretty good, but saving a lot more LBX ammo. We've only used what 30 so far. That's not bad. And with the Cyclops, we got a Black Knight I'm worried about, and the Cyclops I'm worried about. The other two, the other mechs that are just medium mechs, we can tear through. We can
Oscar Mike, your location.
we can pretty much just tear through the mechs. But I'm thinking at least with the light mechs, if I can blow off one of the legs and still be, and they're just still going, I can take out the laser. So, still trying to be even conservative, because I have no idea how many more waves of people there are after the two lights and two mediums drop, so the Kintaro and the Phoenix Hawk. I have no idea how many more are after that. We'll see here shortly. At least hopefully we'll see here shortly, you know, barring anything else going wrong. Should be a Wolverine and a Black Knight here.
The heart of the facility is up ahead, Commander.
Target acquired.
Let's take out some tanks here. This shouldn't be too hard to do.
Target destroyed.
So let them come to us, but this guy's gonna be
Target
pretty
acquired.
hard.
Destroyed.
Let's go ahead and get rid of that one. There is that guy.
The commander's target.
Oh my god, stepping right in front of me here, and I don't want to hit them. There's a Black Knight too.
Target destroyed.
There's one gone. There's Black Knight.
Target acquired.
okay if I shut down. Oh, he's not dead yet. Oh, boy. Come on. I think he's dead now. Okay, that was not ideal.
On you, Commander.
However, we did we did save. We have been saving more ammo. I'm okay with this, how we're going so far. However, we've taken a lot more damage this way, though, and that's what kind of sucks. That was kind of the trade-off I was kind of worried about, because now we have to, well, hopefully not killing stuff as fast now, taking more damage. We can kill some the stuff and towards the end a lot faster now, hopefully. At least it's kind of the idea. Who knows if that's going to be the truth or not, but you know. If I had to guess, they'd probably bring 2 waves of like armor and 2 waves of armor and VTOLs, and then there's probably 3 waves of mechs. If I had to guess, I could be totally wrong, but you know, we're gonna try it. Hopefully, this will be one we can do it on.
Too bad we can't stretch our legs. They have a significant number of
There should be
radio
2 helicopters
telescopes
coming over the hill
arrayed ahead of
here.
your current position, Commander. Head that way, and let's take a closer look. More hostiles inbound on your coordinates.
There's one,
Got another one.
and there's the other one. Got him. Should be what, 2 or 3 mechs, and then the rest are armor.
Target
Take that
acquired.
guy out first.
Target received. Engaging.
So there's 3 mechs. So I don't want that guy to get behind us. This guy,
Got your target, Commander.
not as bad, but still. Cyclops on the hill.
Target acquired.
Tango destroyed. Engaging with Lance. Structure failure. Lost something.
Yep, that's what I'm afraid of.
Tango down. Yeah.
I had to use up a couple on that one just because I thought we could kill the Kintaro before the
Forming on you.
Cyclops showed up, but I guess we didn't. And so I took the executive decision to make sure we took out the both mechs as quick as we could. Now we pretty should be on the defend the base part. It's a should. I don't know if we are yet or not, but see here momentarily. Because what I'm saying, we defend the 2 buildings, and then
some kind of stellar research facility on this planet. Those buildings up ahead must be their data and research center. If we can secure those buildings, maybe we can learn exactly what they've been up to. Proceed to the main research building at the back and eliminate any enemies you encounter along the way.
Copy that. We're Oscar Mike.
So this is one of those missions where I wish we did have like the mobile field base, because right now I wouldn't have to worry about weapons. I would tell my mobile field base to meet me here, and I would repair all my mechs. I mean the Annihilator, or not the Atlas would still be missing. I think it's an arm it's missing. But you have all of its armor back. I'd have all my armor back. I'd have all my ammo back. I wouldn't have to worry about ammo, so I could just sit there and blow through everybody if I wanted to. But you know, unfortunately, we don't have that in this game. Something I do miss. I didn't realize how important that really was until it really MechWarrior 4 didn't really really have a repair system at all. Those missions are a lot shorter though, but something like that, like a repair, would be kind of nice in this one. But
Do we take still shots in our helmets?
maybe that's just me. Come on.
I'm not seeing any enemy contacts, Rihanna. Something doesn't feel right about this. Reminds me of the ambush on Kavanaugh.
I don't think it's a trap, Commander, but stay sharp. There's no way it could be this easy.
Roger that.
So such I want to do is I think that was just a building exploding. I don't think that was actually anything hitting us. But I'm gonna walk through this building. We'll get the trigger for it, and then
Those Comstar forces
There it
are
goes.
attacking their own infrastructure, Commander.
Yep.
They'd rather destroy those buildings and the data contained within them than let it fall into our hands. You need to prevent that from happening.
all right, I can't move at all. What the heck? This is an issue. I can't move. Like, at all. Well, this just sucks. Alright, well, maybe I have to shoot something. What in the world? It's like I'm going full throttle, but I've got no traction or anything like that. Hold on here. I'm moving a little bit. It's like my controls are backwards.
I love the colors out here.
Target acquired.
Alright, I guess we gotta hit him from here.
Copy. Commander's target is our target. Add one more to my kill count.
Target acquired.
Target received. Engaging.
You have no idea what in the world's going on. Like, I'm just
Got it.
running in place here. This is a really odd bug to see. Trying to see if there's anything I can do just to either back out of here or go forward out of here or what. I'm not getting anything. All the while, you guys are still attacking us here.
Target acquired.
See if I can. I'm trying to do something here. I'm gonna blow up part of this wall here.
Eliminated.
Nope. Trying to blow up what might be having me stuck here.
Target destroyed.
It's like it doesn't register me against this wall here. It registers me like out in the open, which is really odd. I get a feeling I'm gonna lose this mission because of this stupid bug.
Target acquired.
Commander's target received.
Because I can't physically do anything.
Yeah!
torso twist or anything out here. And even the torso twist is starting to act up. Come on. Well, this is
Target
not
acquired.
ideal.
Target that, Commander.
Let's get that thing.
Target destroyed.
I mean, there's physically nothing else here that would prevent me from walking at all. I'm going full reverse right now. I'm going nowhere.
Target acquired.
Destroy that one, guys.
Commander's target is now priority. On the commander's target.
You know what? Kill that one.
Target info updated.
Yeah, full throttle, full forwards, and I've got nothing. What does it look like? I mean, look at this.
Splash target.
There's
Target
no
acquired.
reason I should be stuck here.
Target.
Got another one.
I don't think I have anything that would help me here. Well, this just absolutely sucks.
Coordinated attack target received.
I have no idea why. It's like my legs aren't moving or something like that. I don't know what's going on.
Tango eliminated.
Target acquired.
Copy. Engage commander's target.
Trying to think of something I can do to make this any better, and there's nothing I can think of. This just absolutely sucks. I'm gonna try to beat this one, because if we can get it to where,
Shared target identified.
if we can get it to where they're coming after the main facility, I might be able to do something about it then. But I don't think we're gonna make it past this stage. I'll be honest with you.
Target.
Tango eliminated.
There's no way. Hold on, let me see. Because, I mean, I know we're already over time. Let's just see if there's a way, if there is maybe like a command I can give to the game to unstick my mech. Mech Warrior 5, mech walking in place, or mech stuck. Where's that? All right. All right, let's try something here. Apparently some people are saying that if you power down the mech and power it up a couple times, sometimes that does help. So what is power down on this mech? Let's see here. Mech functions. Toggle mech power. Let's do that button here. And I'll shut it down.
System offline.
See if maybe I can restart it.
System offline.
Restart now. Nope. Alright. Let's try it again.
Add one more to my kill count.
Of course, now I've got... My Orion has pinned me against the wall. Fortunately, it didn't help. You know what? Let's tell them...
Regrouping on Commander's grid request.
If they go out there, maybe they can take out the last couple of people.
Target acquired.
Someone take that guy out.
Coordinated attack target received.
Yep, it's still not working here.
Tango down.
Target acquired.
Coordinate fire on the commander's target.
Target.
Target down.
You know what? I'm thinking something here. I don't know if this will work or not. If I tell all my mechs to group here, can one of them knock me back into place here? Don't think that's gonna happen here.
Target acquired.
Wilco, focusing fire.
You know what? I can get this though. Atlas. Oh, come on, Orion. It didn't work.
Target.
Got another one.
Let's try this. Atlas, or Orion, come here.
Relocating to your order, Commander.
More mechs converging on your position.
Target acquired.
All right. Well, let's.
Focus target received, Commander.
They're concentrating all their fire on that main research building at the back of the compound. You need to protect that building at all costs, Commander.
Well, I'm more of like a big turret right now. Anything else? Fortunately, they haven't really figured that out yet. But
New target acquired. Target.
Mech destroyed.
Lance target engaged. Taking heavy damage over here.
oh boy, that's Centaur. So
Holy shit,
John.
holy shit, holy shit.
Heat critical.
All right. Why is Scrap down here?
Critical.
shut down real quick. See if maybe I can do another cycle real quick. See if maybe I can get unstuck. Do something here.
System offline. Target acquired.
Copy. Lance target identified.
I've got one leg down. I don't know how that's going to help me too much, but, you know, at least moving a lot slower now. Let's go after our Ryan, which I cannot help in the slightest right now.
One more mech out of the fight.
Or we just blew up that building. I'm not really sure.
Acquired.
Focus
There's a
on the
hunchback there.
target.
Let's go ahead and take that out. Yeah, I got a feeling our crab's actually out of AC-20 ammo, which is not ideal.
New target acquired.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Because we bring him over here, I could help you guys, but seeing as you're not, hold on here. Let's do this. Have both my people grouped
We're
up
on the
there.
move.
So maybe we can draw that guy.
One destroyed.
See if we can draw him into our into me real quick. Actually, come over here, guys.
Grid location received. We're Oscar Mike.
Actually, you know what? Guys, come to here.
Location order received. Let's move.
All right, now, if you guys would. So I'm trying to get him to push into me. See if maybe I can
Reposition complete.
knock
Waiting for orders, Commander.
knock me out of this stupid thing. Oh, come on, King Crab, you're right on the money here. Or not.
Target acquired.
Relocated and scanning for hostiles.
You come here. Let me try this.
Moving out.
I know this is not the most ripping gameplay in the world, but at least now I can hit that.
Reach the waypoint. Awaiting orders.
I can hit the punchback at least. There's a bonus. There's AC-20 offline.
At your requested waypoint, Commander.
There's a small laser left. Alright, can we move here?
Nav point received. Let's move.
On location, Commander.
As long as they are. Alright, well. So we're just gonna be fighting here for now.
Mech destroyed.
Alright, well, we have ammo this
On
time, so
location, Commander.
let's try to take out some of the light mechs first. Alright,
Target
Phoenix Hawks
acquired.
need to be taken down first.
Take the target.
He's almost dead.
Target destroyed. Target
Take that
acquired.
this Kintara is what it is.
On the target.
That's what I'm afraid of now.
System
Yep.
offline.
Not good.
Explosion detected.
This isn't good. This is not good.
Damn it! Component destroyed.
So we only have one, maybe two LBXs left. Not ideal. I have one left. That's not good. There's one guy gone.
Solid track. Engaging.
Really, dude? You're gonna do this to me? He's almost dead. Where's that guy gone?
Tango assigned.
Problem is, I don't think I can hit with my LBX at all. He's just gonna walk around that building until he can destroy it, which sucks. Get this. Maybe my king crab can draw him back out. I don't know. I know he at least has a large laser left, so see how that goes. Alright, well, he's gonna back out here. That's a good thing. That's right, buddy. I still have one shot left of my LBX. Make it count, and did as much as I could. I'm gonna lose this fight again, which I got a feeling at least. Alright, he's got a narc beacon left, so he's dead. Please tell me there's no
Nice
more.
work, Commander.
Did I just do
Heading
this?
your way for extraction.
I guarantee you nobody else could do that. That's incredible. It took me 40 minutes to do this mission, but holy cow, we beat it as a turret. That's that's amazing. Oh my. I probably lost both pilots, which sucks. But we'll see. One of them I think might have been a center torso explosion. The other one might have been legs. If legs are more likely to kill a pilot, or less likely to kill a pilot than a center torso, but we'll see. Please tell me they didn't die, because that would really suck. But we beat that mission technically. That's crazy. I'll be honest with you. That is absolutely crazy. Okay, that is crazy. We got some Artemis. It's not ideal. Got quite a few mechs. We can pick up a crab here. That won't be a bad one. Let's go ahead and pick up the crab, and we'll pick up two other things. We'll need to rebuild everything on here, so it's not ideal, but it'll cost me two here. We'll take just two lasers. What I'm more concerned about. Oh, dang it! That's not great. However, He's only injured 78 days. I can live with that. That still sucks, though. Okay, let's see here. They were clearly trying to obliterate their own installation, preferably destroy the information they collected rather than let it fall into our hands. Good news is Spears and his crew, from what we can tell, Comstar set up this stellar research facility in an effort to study the missing sections of the star map. Comstar's own Explorer Corps, their version of interstellar expeditions, has been hard at work using the information gathered here to search that region system by system. No doubt they're looking for more Star League facilities. The region's quite vast, something like that. Go ahead and claim that. Let's go speak to her really quick. And then I'm going to end the stream because we are already 20 minutes over time. And that is not ideal. But I'll get the mechs repaired probably and get those rebuilt and maybe find another pilot really quick. So.
Hey, Commander. I've learned that Spears' people were able to recover some additional data from the Comstar research facility. I'll let Spears explain the details himself. Okay. Go ahead, Sebastian.
Commander, nice work saving that main research building. It's been invaluable in our efforts to better understand some of Comstar's actions. I'm sure Rihanna has filled you in on what we initially discovered.
Yeah, Comstar was using radio telescopes to help map the lost section of the star map, then using that data to aid in their search for more lost Star League facilities.
Broadly speaking, that's it. Digging a little deeper into the remaining data, my people were able to find something quite curious. We found an additional map overlay Comstar were using in conjunction with the ancient star map. It shows that they've been tracking the movement of people and ships through this section of space. More specifically, people and ships headed into the inner sphere from somewhere out there in uncharted space.
What ships? What people? What does this have to do with my father and the coordinates he had in his possession?
I wish I had an answer for you, Commander. The truth is, it's a deepening mystery, but one I intend to solve. With your help. What I'm positive of is that Comstar is on the verge of discovering something major. Something they're worried we might find first. That star map is the equivalent of a treasure map. Except it's missing one crucial piece, and I think we have that missing piece. Not all of it, but the part that matters the most.
The X that marks the spot. You mean one of the coordinates we have in our possession?
Precisely.
But we still haven't decrypted the second set of coordinates, never mind the third.
Not yet. But my people are working with Rihanna. It's only a matter of time.
Except that Comstar isn't waiting around for us.
No, they're not. Which is why I think we should give them a swift kick in the shins. Slow them down a bit.
And buy me some time to get the second set of coordinates unlocked. Spears has identified a Comstar communications hub that we can attack and disable. Doing that should hamper their ability to communicate in this region of the periphery. It'll not only slow down their search, but force them to divert resources to rebuild and protect against future attacks.
I like the sound of that.
By the time you get us where we need to go, I should have the mission briefing ready.
All right then, let's do this.
Good luck, Commander.
Alrighty, guys, I'm going to go ahead and save the game here. Let's go ahead and save it as a new manual save. And I think that's where I'm going to end the stream at, guys. Let me switch over to the main camera back just right there, guys. Guys, thanks for joining me today. I hope that the extra almost half hour kind of made up for not having a stream tomorrow. It kind of stinks, I understand. We should be back to 3 streams next week. Hopefully get some good news from that interview as well. I've already got a bit of a plan for if this job does go through, and I do have, it's an internship only, so it's a temporary thing, but it's also it's a 3-day-a-week thing, so we should be able to stream around it. So fingers crossed. Hopefully that goes well tomorrow, guys. And unfortunately, this is the only time, this is the last time I'm going to see you this week. So guys, have a great weekend. I'll see you back here on Tuesdays for some more Planet Coaster. We'll probably have a little bit a better idea of a schedule for next week, probably on Tuesday. So I hope to see you guys then. If you guys want to support me, the best way you can do it is go over to Twitch and hit the follow button. I'm just looking for followers. We're up to 37, so we just need 17 more for that affiliate goal. Hopefully we can reach that by the end of the year. I'm pretty confident we can, but we just got to keep pushing through, guys. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I'll see you guys on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some more Planet Coaster. But until then, guys, I'll see you later.